A very pleasant day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Auto Review. I'm Ron De Los Reyes, and today we're coming to you from a familiar place, maybe for those who pass by Bayani Road and McKinley in Taguig City, because we are here at the grandstand area of the Philippine Army headquarters in Taguig City. First impression, when you pass this way, it looks like either a golf course or a forest, and you still hear insects humming in this area. But of course, on the other side, on the road, you have a movement of various vehicles going into the Bonifacio Global City area. Of course, this is Auto Review. We come your way every Saturday, 2 to 2:30 p.m. here on PTV4. And one of our offerings this time is the test drive of the new Mazda 3 with Skyactiv technology. This is the car just beside me, and we had a chance to drive this in Baler, Aurora province, and we also had a chance to ride this car with none other than Michelle Bumgarner as our driver. This was in a recent event called Head to Head. We'll tell you more about this later on in the show. In the meantime, let's take a look at the latest in motoring on our Auto News Update. Topping our news this week, the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines, or CAMPI, officially launched the 5th Philippine International Motor Show, or PIMS, at the Fairmont Hotel in Makati City. The 5th edition of the PIMS, with the theme Progress in Motion, will happen on September 18 to 21 at the World Trade Center in Pasay City. It will feature the largest convention of automotive manufacturers and distributors in the country.
Expect a bigger motor show this time. There'll be 16 top automotive brands participating. So we anticipate a long line of vehicles coming to be exhibits, and we also expect launches of new products during the event.
Moreover, the show will also display the 12 iconic cars that represent the 6 decades of Philippine automotive industry. With the theme Progress in Motion, the 5th edition of the show will also champion milestones and successes achieved through collaborative efforts from the private sectors and the government.
One of the things that we're trying to do right now is look at the strategic level and the tactical level, right? Like, for example, the macro level. Like, for example, the 1958 agreement. The Philippines should be a party to that, because it will open up a lot of benefits for us and a lot of advantages.
The idea being to make LTO more efficient. So from 3,000 to 6,000 a day, we can now accommodate stocks reported by CAMPI in the amount of 10,000 units a day at a processing time of 1 to 2 days. So this is just an example of the government and the government listening to the private sector.
The biennial show will also feature the launches of numerous models in the country, and will also showcase several concept cars from participating brands. The participating car companies in the 5th PIMS are Bike, BMW, Daewoo Bus, Honda, Isuzu, Kia, Lexus, Mazda, Mercedes-Benz, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Peugeot, Suzuki, Toyota, and Volkswagen. Topping our news this week, the Automotive Philippines Corporation has reached 900,000 units sold as of June this year, 26 years since it was established in the country in 1988. This was announced by TMP President Michinobu Sugata during the media mid-year Thanksgiving party last month. Coming from 2 consecutive months of selling more than 8,000 units in March and April, TMP along with Lexus sold 9,132 units
in May. Compared to its registered performance in May 2013, TNP sales grew by 47%, representing continuous high demand for all its models. The strong sales level was again made possible because of the strong performance of the Vios, which recorded sales of 2,080 units. Moreover, this performance was strengthened by the mini hatchback Wigo, recording 926 units, 18% higher versus the previous month. The Fortuner, on the other hand, also registered high sales, growing by 47% versus the previous month with 1,721 units. The locally manufactured Innova, the all-new Corolla Altis, and the Hilux are the brand's other top-selling vehicles that have contributed to this sales milestone. On a year-to-date basis, Toyota Motor Philippines registers a growth of 35.4% with accumulated sales of 40,062 units as of May 2014. Volvo Philippines recently hosted an activity entitled Volvo Dynamic Safety Proving Ground at the Meralco compound in Pasig City. The exclusive safety activity was organized by Scandinavian Motors Corporation, the exclusive importer and distributor of Volvo cars in the country, in support and cooperation with the Meralco Alpha Enterprise Group. Executives from Volvo, the Manny B. Pangilinan or MVP Auto Group, and motoring media were also present during the test drive activity. The event highlighted the feature that makes Volvo one of the world's safest cars, its safety technology. Attendees were able to experience Volvo standard safety technology, a feature that lets Volvo cars automatically stop its engine to prevent collisions or accidents. Vehicles are also equipped with anti-lock brake system with hydraulic brake assist and ready alert brakes that will guide drivers to a safe stop. The all-new B40 was also presented with its parking assist pilot feature. It allows the car to park itself without the driver handling the steering wheel, making parking experiences a lot more convenient and hassle-free. We talked to attorney Albert Arcilla, president of Scandinavian Motors.
So it's a very unique tie-up right now, and we are very glad that this opportunity was given first and foremost to Volvo, and we appreciate the support that the MVP group of companies are giving to Volvo. George Ramirez and his team prepared a whole special track, so we call it actually the Volvo Safety Probing Grounds. Right now, we created the probing grounds out here, and they will be able to show to everyone who test drives the Volvo the different safety features of Volvo. Guests today will be able to experience the basic dynamic safety features of Volvo. More importantly, we have the city safety technology. We also have our Volvo Dynamic Stability and Traction Control System, and of course the anti-locking brake system with hydraulic brake assist.
And so goes our Auto News Update. Auto Review will be back with more. Stay with us.
The all-new Isuzu D-Max.
Welcome back. On our test drive, we take a closer look at the all-new Mazda 3 with SkyActiv technology, and we're driving the hatch version with a 2-liter gasoline engine. The Mazda 3 features a more aggressive grille and refined smooth lines that sweep from nose to tail. And the car is the only vehicle in the Mazda lineup that relies heavily on the element of fun, bridging the gap between family drivers, driving sport enthusiasts, and urban travelers. Evolved and inspired by the Kodo Solo motion design philosophy, this gives the Mazda 3 its sporty look with good curves. Those of you who have heard this term for the first time, SkyActiv is Mazda's answer to electric and hybrid cars using the compression engine technology. This technology results in lighter vehicle weight, more fuel-efficient engine, and more fun in driving.
The Mazda 3 is Mazda's latest offering that definitely suits the company's Zoom Zoom tagline. The moment you look at the car, it completely looks like a compact sporty machine with all the right curves and angles. It is one of the most attractive cars in Mazda's lineup to wear the Kodo Solo motion design language with elements in perfect balance with one another. It also gives the car a flawless forward motion look on the outside, even when stationary. The exterior of the 2-liter R SkyActiv hatchback features automatic bi-xenon headlamps with daytime running lights, power folding side mirrors, 18-inch alloy wheels, dual exhaust tailpipes, and a shark fin antenna. Inside, the Mazda 3 boasts its human-machine interface through its heads-up cockpit concept. Everything in the cockpit is driver-centric, from the seating and mirror positioning to controls of the audio and climate control system. Drivers sit lower in the Mazda 3 compared to other compact cars, and this creates a sense of connectedness with the car. This creates a driving environment that minimizes cognitive, visual, and manual distractions. The car also features a sunroof, a smart keyless entry system, auxiliary buttons and paddle shifters on the steering wheel, 7-inch dash-top display, Bluetooth hands-free phone integration, and leather interior upholstery that will ensure comfortable and supportive seating. The Mazda 3 hatch is paired with a SkyActiv Drive 6-speed automatic transmission. It shows a very well responsive steering during the test drive thanks to its 155 horsepower and 200 Newton-meters of torque. It also comes with the iStop idling stop system and the iE-Loop brake energy regeneration system. The Mazda 3 definitely lives up to Mazda's tagline of Zoom Zoom in delivering uncompromised driving performance as it takes fun driving experience to a whole new level and pushes the Zoom Zoom spirit ahead of the pack. During the past few weeks, we've seen Auto Review's Escape to Paradise, courtesy of Kia's Media Ride and Drive in Palawan. For the concluding part of our trip, we interviewed our fellow motoring media as they talk about their Kia Ride and Drive experience.
Palawan, Northern Palawan is such a revelation. Strip, I learned that it's now accessible from Puerto Princesa, El Nido and back, and with good roads at that. I took the Kia Soul from Taytay to El Nido. The winding roads, the sloping rides, parts of pebbled road, it's a good experience to test the vehicle and the way it handles on such road conditions. The Kia Soul that I drove, by the way, is a diesel variant, which is, from what I understand, is fairly new. And I like the power, I like the speed.
And we got a chance to drive all of the Kia models, the current Kia models. And it was a beautiful, beautiful road. It's a beautiful drive, very little traffic. The roads are very nice, scenery is beautiful. It was a great experience. Actually, I like the Kia Carens a lot. The engine was good for its body, and very good power. It's a very practical car. Fuel economy is good, comfort is good. The kit is good. The seats 7 people. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a really very practical car, especially for a trip like this. If you're going on long drives and you're bringing the family along and you have a lot of gear and you're going to the beach and road trips, it's a great car, and that has to be my favorite.
Well, in terms of power, I would say the Sportage was with the 2.2 liter CRDI was the most powerful one of the pack. But Carens also drove pretty well because it's a bit lower. It has a nice cornering characteristics as well. But the best cornering vehicle I would say would be the Rio. But I guess it needs a more powerful engine to catch up with the pack.
Aside from enjoying the cars, because Palawan has good roads, twisties, uphill drives, inclines, You're able to push the cars to its limits. We would like to thank all of them for organizing this venue, this event for the media.
We started on the Carens and then the Sportage, the Sorrento, and we were able to drive even the Rio in all road conditions. The nice thing about especially the diesel versions is, one, they're cleaner, there's more torque now, and it's economical. Imagine traveling 270 kilometers on various terrain, and we still have more than half a tank of fuel when we got to our destination, that is El Nido. And then when we came back, our car, or the diesel cars, we still have a lot of fuel in them, more than 1/4. So I guess 540 kilometers on one full tank? That's a lot.
Suzuki in the Philippines started in 1959. At first, the company thrived in a sea of motorcycles. Later on, it expanded to cars. In the year 2000, the 2.5 V6 engine Suzuki Grand Vitara was installed as its flagship model. Today, with the continued vision of harnessing the Filipino way of life, Suzuki Philippines Incorporated persists to do its share in accelerating the progress and industrialization of the country. It has introduced more dynamic products for both motorcycles and cars, as well as programs for the local motoring public. Recently, it unveiled India's well-loved subcompact, the 1.2 Suzuki Swift, to the local market. Automotive's recent trip to New Delhi, India further proved to be an eye-opener to the endless possibilities of Suzuki's knack to thrive and excel. Together with selected members of the motoring media, we had a first-hand taste of not just the cars themselves, but of amazing India. Suzuki, known as Maruti Suzuki India Limited, is, in fact, the current leader in the Indian car industry with 42.09% market share. Presently, India has about over a billion people and produces about 2 million cars per year. It manufactures and sells a complete range of cars, from the entry-level Alto to the hatchback Ritz, A-Star, Swift, Wagon R, Zen, and sedans Desire, Kizashi, and SX4. In the C segment, the Eco, Omni, multi-purpose vehicle Suzuki Ertiga, and sports utility vehicle Grand Vitara.
It is a great pleasure for me to invite the Philippines delegation who have come to visit our showroom over here, our head office and our factory. I hope they find our production facilities and our cars very good, and they find that they are very suitable for the market conditions in Philippines. Thank you.
Let's know more about Kia. It has been 20 years since Colombian Autocar Corporation, or CAC, started in the automotive industry as the exclusive distributor of Kia motors in the Philippines. As part of their celebration, CAC opted for a day dedicated to Mother Nature as they launched Greener Tomorrow, a partnership with CAC employees and Haribon Foundation for a day of forest restoration and seedling adoption. Kia employees, led by CAC President Gina Domingo, visited Buhay Punlaan, the Haribon nursery for native tree species, and adopted 500 seedlings that will be continually cared for in the future. The heart of this activity is CAC's commitment to the country's biodiversity conservation, with the hope that through this initiative, people can look forward to a greener, more beautiful tomorrow. On a lighter note, enjoy Malaysian cuisine without leaving the metro as Berjaya Hotel invites you to their Malaysian Food Festival next month. In line with two major Malaysian celebrations, Idul Fitr, the end of the Islamic fasting on August 9, and the National Day of Malaysia on August 31, Berjaya Hotel will be laying out sumptuous Malaysian-inspired feasts for all guests of the hotel. Hotel staff members were also sent to Malaysia prior to this festival in order to have a more authentic Malaysian treat. Berjaya partnered with the Malaysian Tourism Board to mount the festival. It is a form of cultural exchange as Filipinos have the opportunity to try Malaysian cuisine. The Malaysian Food Festival buffet is served for lunch with a price of 499 pesos net per head. Berjaya Hotel is located at 7835 Makati Avenue, corner Eduque Street in Makati City. And that's our show for today. We hope you enjoyed it. We would like to thank Berjaya Auto Philippines, exclusive distributors of Mazda cars in the country, for our test vehicle this week. This is the all-new Mazda 3 hatch with the Sky Active technology. Thank you also to the Philippine Army Public Affairs Department for allowing us to have this beautiful scenery with us for our test drive today and for our continuity. Until next week at the same time here on Auto Review, this is Ron De Los Reyes saying thank you for joining us.
drive safely all the time. We'll see you next week.